Hi, I'm DJ from Bundutech, and today I'll be showing you how to make adjustments necessary for the Bundu top to prevent chafing on your ropes, chafing on your bungee cords, and also chafing on your canvas. So for making adjustments in the tent, we're going to make use of a 10mm socket, a 10mm spanner or a wrench, a 4mm Allen key or 4mm Allen wrench, a Phillips screwdriver, we call it a star screwdriver, a couple of 17 wrenches or spanners as well. And with only these tools, we can make all the necessary adjustments to overcome any wear on the tent. So to check your tension or stiffness of your main arm, there's a couple of hinge points to check. The first one is on the bottom. This must be quite tight, but not too tight. If it's too tight, the arm won't be able to collapse. It's only gravity bringing the roof down when you press a button. So not super tight. I normally tighten it quite a bit and then loosen it slightly. And that's this bolt over here. The next place we'll need to check is in the middle. This is in the scissor of the arm that opens and closes as the tent opens and closes. This also, once again, not super tight, like that is perfect. You also don't want it too loose. Now the two very important areas are actually at the top here. The reason why I say that is that's where our main rope actually goes around our pulleys and around our bearing. Now in the corner, this nut on this bolt needs to be quite tight, but again, not too tight. I normally make it tight as much as I can and just shoot it about half a turn. If it's too loose, this rope can actually slide in between the bearing and the casted roller or the guide. If it's too tight, you drop the tent, the corner might still hang in the air because the arm is too tight there. It needs to be slightly loosened, but not too much. This one is not super important. You can see actually this one is a little bit stiff. These rollers actually roll on the roof while the tent collapses. They're slightly looser than this. It's actually perfect. Again, not too loose, because if there's a gap between the bearing and the guide or the roller, the rope will slip in here and it will chafe or cut the rope. If you close a tent and you see that the roof is not coming down level, it's coming down on an angle, the area where you need to adjust is over here. You're just going to shoot this nut on the side a little bit, and then you're going to actually roll up on this side. Tightening will roll up and the corner will lift. Loosening will drop down that corner and you can level the tent. The easiest way to see if the roof is level, close the tent about an inch from below or from the bottom, walk around the tent and see if it's completely level with each other. And then that's perfect. Remember to lock your lock nut once you're done. If you get all the tents that has chafing on this corner, that can be of two things. The one is this plastic fork, we call it the fork or casted pot. It's got a bungee around it. When you close a tent, this arm obviously opens up and you can have the canvas pinching here. This bungee cord prevents the canvas from coming in here and is very important. If there's an older tent doesn't have this bungee cord, that needs to be put back to prevent the canvas from pinching into the main arm. The other reason that the canvas can pinch in the main arm is if these bungee cords are too tight, you'll see it actually starts pulling in this little awning, and that can also bring in the canvas too far in and that can get pinched. So you just want a nice, relaxed, semi-tension on here, not too much, and that is perfect and no chafing over here. So one of the very important areas to look for chafing on your main rope, you'll sometimes find a bit of chafing on the rope. And the reason for that is it is actually catching in between your bearings in the middle here. To reach them, there's two self-taper screws on the side of your light cover. We're going to be removing them and then just checking the tension and the tightness of our bolts. Okay. Once you have your two screws removed, you can just drop your light cover and that can hang down, not a problem. You'll see there's 4 bolts here that will take the 4mm Allen key or wrench. And you just want to check if these bolts are nice and tight. If they're slightly loose, it will create a gap for the rope to get pinched in or frayed, and eventually the rope will snap. So this area is very important to make sure that there's no space in between and the rope can actually move around the bearing freely. On top of the bearing and below, there's a very thin, what they call a bright washer, and that's not thick enough for the rope to get in there. It's a very flat washer. If the bolt is slightly too loose, that will create a gap and the rope can actually get pinched in there. So they're nice and tight, and we'll put it back together. So our limit switch for opening the tent to stop the roof when it's fully extended or open sits in our main arm in this V over here. It's got two little wires connected to it. It's very well protected against pillows and ladders and other objects inside the tent. How this works, as soon as the tent opens, this V starts closing up and the little lever on the micro switch presses against this roller at the back. No adjustments needed. To stop when the canvas is nice and tight, and that's perfect. If there's a problem with this switch and it doesn't stop in time, you open the tent, overextend the tent, that can damage the canvas, that can damage the main arms, and that will bend the arm in the bottom over here. Also, another limit switch is in the roof by the winch. We've actually, in the last probably year now, we've covered this limit switch completely. We had quite a few issues where there's a pillow right underneath it. The pillows need to be, in front of your doors. If there's a pillow pressing against it or a ladder maybe driving bad corrugated roads, the ladder will damage the switch and then the tent won't come down and you'll need to use the override, which is easy enough. So the limit switch for down sits in here. It runs on this black belt. It tensions and clicks the switch in to make contact, and that will allow you to close the tent. If your tent doesn't want to close and there is power, you can just adjust the little lever on the micro switch to have a positive contact on the belt. It clicks in and then the tent should come down and close. Another problem that we get now and then is our window flat bars or the window bars. Now there's a couple next to each window. There's actually more than two. The one from the top is inside a pocket and it overlaps up to here, the bottom one. You'll see the bottom one sticking out of the canvas. It's got a slight curve in it, and the top one actually hinges or pivots in that curve when the tent collapses. It's very important that these bars don't fold out. A lot of customers and people actually close up the tent completely, then drop the tent. Now all this air inside needs to escape somewhere, and that pops the tent out like a balloon. So very important, mosquito netting you can keep closed. The canvas panel as open as you can, halfway is fine. All the way down is even better. So when you collapse the tent, all the air can come out. If you close up the tent completely, all this wind blowing through, blowing your canvas out, and it pops out, these bars will bend, and often they can actually break. So just make sure that they're in good condition and that your panels are open when you close the tent. So what I like to do is once the ladder is still up, instead of standing here chatting to someone closing the tent, which is normally fine, it's not a problem, but often there's a wind pumping through and that will actually blow out the other side. What I like to do is on your ladder, that's normally the last thing you pack away once the tent is closed. Stand on the bottom of your ladder, have a look inside, close the tent, and just see if your bars are folding in. I can see inside those bars are coming in. I can see out here the bars are coming in. As soon as you close the tent, you see the bars are folding. They won't pop out again, that's fine, and you can close the rest of the tent. Another thing you'll need to look at from time to time, maybe once a year, if you remember, but dust can quickly show you where to look at. If you have a bit of dust in this corner, that's obviously this latch. If you have dust in that corner or that corner, that's obviously those individual latches. So what we do to adjust the latches, you catch it over and you push it down. If the latch doesn't pull immediately, it means it's too loose. So in a case like this, the tent has dropped, it's sitting over there, and you can see there's almost no tension, the roof isn't even moving. In this case, just tighten your throw over catch. And what we actually want is about a 45-degree angle here. And you can see the top or the roof pushing down slightly, and that compresses our rubber gasket or seal over here, dustproof and waterproof. So here you can clearly see it's not exactly level. If you latch the tent up, it is basically all the way down. That will close up and the gasket will seal the tent. But once again, you can then see which corner to adjust. If all other two corners are the same height, you're going to be adjusting that corner. If the other two corners are the same height in that one, we'll be dropping this corner. 217 wrenches or spanners, we'll drop it down slightly, and our levelness should sit over there.